This story is about to be more about NYX, taking you to the past and describing why this is my future. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of, oh my gosh, nigga, you're here again. It's your girl, NYX on the beat, and I am back with a new video. I'm so thankful to the Lord for bringing me here today because y'all know I've been making this promise of I'm back now, but I feel in my heart of heart that I'm fully back now. But please, like I don't think I always say this, but please pray for me. I need you guys to just say a word of prayer. Lord, please grant Nika the grace to be consistent on YouTube. I miss her. She's really beautiful, just like me. So guys, today's video, thankfully, is sponsored by Knockel's TV. Knockel's TV is a Nigerian movie app and website that allows you to stream your favorite Nigerian movies right from your phone or your laptop or your television if you have a smart television. Let me draw my eyebrows and then I will show you why I love and I'm supporting Knockel's TV. I'm back with the simplest eyeshadow look, I believe, that I've done of late. A lot of people might be like, it's not simple, NYX. I see a cut. No. Relax and watch. I'm using the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime to prime my eye in the shade number 3. And I'm going to blend this in with a beauty blender. I'll be using this palette, the Juvia's Place Chocolates palette. I'm going in with this shade, then this shade, then this shade right here. I'm gonna use the first shade I showed you to contour my crease area. And I'm using this Makeup by Mario brush in the number E5. To blend out and soften that contour color, I'm using the Huda Beauty eye sweeper. That's what it's called. And first thing I usually do is tap it around the edges of the brown. And then I kind of drag it out to kind of diffuse it. Next, I go in again with that deep shade and I'm just going to use that to add a little bit more contour because the lighter brown kind of softened it, but we still want that contour on our eye. So I'm gonna go with the brush without adding any extra product and I'm just gonna pat it on to kind of diffuse that next brown I added so it's more blended in and looks more gradiented and looks more natural. The Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime eyeshadow primer in the shade 1. I'll apply that with a fluffy brush. I'm using the Sephora Collection shadow brush. It comes in a set and I think it's their deluxe brush set. So this is part of their deluxe brush set and I really like it. It comes with a lot of amazing brushes. You guys should check it out. I'm using this to just take a little bit of that number 1 shade and I'm just going to build it up while creating a full cut crease. I'm gonna take this Sephora Collection Pro eyeshadow brush in number 14 and I'm just gonna choose that. I'm just gonna use that to diffuse the edges by just pressing around the edges, basically just digging deeper into my eye, as you can see, but not forcefully because the eye is very sensitive. There. Ooh. Look at that. I wish I could just leave the eye like this and just go on my way. I could, but this has been done first. I have to recreate it, so you get my drift. I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade and apply that directly onto the lid area, the cut crease area. And I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush. You can use any fluffy brush. I'm using a fluffy brush because although you need to keep going back in, because fluffy brushes don't pick enough of the product at once. But what I love about using a fluffy brush for soft glam looks is that they give you a diffused finish. Unlike using a brush like this one will pack a lot of the product and really give you intense pigment, whereas using a fluffy brush will give you minimum pigment but maximum diffused blurration. So now, as you can see, it's nice, but it's not as diffused as this edge. So I'm going in with that darker brown again, just a little bit, and I'm going to apply that at the end to kind of bring in that lighter brown and remind it where it's at, where the position is at. I'm now going in with the brush with the lighter brown. I didn't apply any extra product on this. I'm just going to use this to diffuse the edges of the brown. And I'm done. I told you this eyeshadow look was easy, but people were arguing with me. Now look now. So my two favorite eye lining products is from One Size Beauty, and I love One Size because their product just does the job for me, and I've been loving a lot of One Size product because I believe in whatever Patrick Star puts out, because he's an influencer and he loves makeup, and y'all know how I love full coverage, so you can imagine how much it means to me to find someone whose product actually does the full coverage job that is meant to do. So I'm using the One Size Point Made liquid eyeliner in Bodacious Black and the One Size Point Made Busty Brown eyeliner. You do not need these two. I could just go in with this. However, I went in with this first and I was like, why didn't you just use a brown? It's like, what are you thinking? So then I went over it with this one. Kind of like the black, but the black kind of brings out my eye more, whereas the brown gives it the soft glamnation that we're actually desiring. But I like the black shot. Let's just do black. Let's just do black. Wow. What do you guys think about this eyeshadow look? Please comment below. I quite like it. I think it's really gorgeous. It's really simple, but you're still getting the glam effect that you desire. Y'all need to get this eyeshadow palette. I've created so many looks with only these 6 colors. Like, if you want me to use this eyeshadow palette again to create a look for you guys, let me know. And for my lips, I'm going to be using Milk Makeup Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. I absolutely love this. It actually tingles on my lips, which I love. I don't even really feel it anymore. The first time I was like, whoa, what's going on? It's time for the skin, and this is the moment that I'm going to share with you why I always love theater and why hopefully I get to be a part of the main actresses sponsored by Nokel's TV. So basically, Nokel's TV is owned by a friend of mine. Actually, we became friends based on this partnership. So he reached out to me and said, please promote Nokel's TV. I have great plans for Nigerian youths and other things. He spoke to me and I was like, you know what? I believe in you because you believe in Nigeria, you know? So here I am. I want to share with you why I've always loved theater, why I have this weird accent on a fake level, why I have this attitude like extraness, and basically my history and my future in theater. So let's get to it. Today I'm gonna be trying the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Primer. It's hydrating and illuminating. The Professional Benefit Cosmetics Professional Primer. It's supposed to hydrate you while also blurring your pores. And lastly, I'm gonna be using the One Size Secure the Blur Primer. I really like this primer, especially when I'm using the powder foundations. It works really well to control my oils. My oils. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to start with the Benefit Professional Primer. I'm going to use that to blur my pores first. This one also smells nice, but I've used this before. I also really like how it feels on my skin. My love for theater actually started when I was a little girl. Ooh, do you see how that is blurred nicely? Yes. Burt's Bees now. When I was really young, my dad is very, what's the word? Very protective of us, because obviously, like, look at me, I'm special, I'm blessed, I'm also very beautiful. I understand why he was protective. However, I didn't really have the chance to go out and explore. So many times I spent having fun in my head. So actually, my best friend as a child was the neighbor's house girl. I grew up on my own with my siblings. We spent most of our times together, and we'll stay together and act roles and just really develop our imagination. Like, we had very vivid imaginations when we were younger, because that was the only way to have fun. And we played with each other a lot. Like, I remember having acting classes, I remember having teaching classes. Most of the time we spent together was acting. We used to act roles. Like, we used to go full-fledged, like, theatrical plays, you know, me and my sibling, me and my sister mainly. My brothers were just pawns that would just use, you are the policeman, make sure you say stop or something like that. But also they were really young and they grew up in a freer world, whereas me and my sister were very protected. And honestly, I also think that it's because of how the world is, especially in Nigeria. Little girls are not safe. We know this, and we know the bastards are still roaming out there and nobody's checking them, especially in Nigeria. So I do understand why my parents were severely protective of us. And we have our own stories too, but we'll tell when we're free and we're in a better place mentally. That was where my love for theater came in. Also, you know, growing up alone, not alone, but growing up in a protective atmosphere, all we had was television. Even if we weren't really allowed to watch television, if my mother came back from work and saw that the television was hot, ilulu, our bonbon will become drunk. I developed this thing ever since I was young, that I wanted to be an actress. Ever since I was a child, I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be in movie theaters. I wanted to be an actress, but also be a producer or a director behind the scenes. But I knew that I also wanted to be in commercials, because like I told you, we weren't really allowed to watch television. So during the day, the only things that I would watch, like acting, were commercials. So I really wanted to be in commercials, and I really wanted to. I'm using the Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Concealer in SX16. I really wanted to be in commercials. I really just wanted to be in front of the camera and behind the camera. All my life I've been a part of drama club, but in primary school I was a part of the drama club, and we even did one French, I think the president of France was in our school or something. Okay, I don't think so, but I know we had to celebrate something French, and they made us learn this song. Bonjour mon ami, ma chérie n'est pas là, il est parti né en France. Ma chérie n'est pas là, je voudrais danser. Ma chérie n'est pas là. I don't know what it means, but I know ma chérie, I think it means my friend, and then bonjour mon ami. No, bonjour mon ami means good morning my friend. Ma chérie n'est pas là. I don't know what that means. Il est parti en France. I don't know what that means. Je voudrais danser means would you like to dance or something like that. So I remember that song, and that was from when I was like, what, how old? 5, like. So I've always been a theater girl ever since I was young. When I left that primary school, I went to another primary school, but I don't really remember much there about theater. But I know that I would go home and act and be, I remember always acting like a pregnant person. So comment below, when you were younger, girls mainly, did you ever act like you were pregnant and then give birth to your sweater baby? And me and my sister used to act pregnant too. Sometimes we will be fighting who's the pregnant one who did this thing, and then we'll now give in and say, okay fine, let's both be pregnant, you know. So when I got to high school, I was also in drama class, I was also in drama class. Even today, people say I'm dramatic. I don't think I'm dramatic anymore. I feel like I was dramatic because I had a short fuse. I didn't have enough blood in myself, my system, and that's what I think. I don't know. My hormones were all over the place, so it's like I couldn't help but be short fuse and dramatic in everything, because everything just hit me so much and my reaction was so much. And I'll think back, I'm like, why am I reacting like this? But it was a health problem, but thankfully it's under control. So when I got to high school, I was also a part of the drama class, but I was never really put in the forefront. Like, nobody really like say, oh, Nika, come and be the lead. Why? Because I was shy. I actually used to have serious stage fright growing up. That's something that really limited me from fulfilling a lot of my potentials that I have, because I'm super talented. This is what I believe. I believe I can dance. If you have a choreographer, I can not only move now, I'm only move. You know, I can also sing la 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 la. Can I? But I think I can do once in a lifetime. There are people who watch you. I feel like with a little auto-tune I can blow if the chances were right. If that's the will of the Lord for me, you know. When I was younger, I would sit inside the bathroom and sing so loud, because obviously I didn't have like a music training, anything. That was my training, singing in the bathroom, hitting high notes. Oh, this is a Makeup Forever beauty sponge. I quite like it actually. It just does the job for me, and it gets into the nook and cranny of my eyes. So yeah, so that's how my love for theater started. Growing up, you know, without friends and having to spend time on my own and my siblings, we had to figure out what was fun so that we're not bored of each other. So fast forward to my uni. After I left high school, I was a part of drama club, but I left because people were in high school, people were too serious about drama. Like, it was too serious. Like, oh, this person is always the lead. Can someone else actually be lead? But also, I was very shy, so I wouldn't even voice anything. It was my own. I'm just happy to be there. I'm still using the same Fenty matchsticks that I've been using all these years. Actually, 2 years ago. Still using it too. It's so good. I made the vow that I wanted to be an actress. I remember telling my parents, and they were like, no. So you'll be opening pants and bra. But it's okay. Like, I understand. One thing I've learned about life is where there's an obstacle and you cannot really, there's nothing you can do in your power. It's time, just turn to the Lord and say, Lord, there's an obstacle here. I've tried my way, you know, work, because I don't have strength to basically break down this mountain. Please, Lord, you are the strongest I ever know and would ever know. Please break this mountain for me and grant me the grace to live according to your will, because I only desire your will in heaven to be done on earth. I actually got admitted to University of Toronto to study economics, and even during the economics self, I went and took theater class, just because I've always wanted to act. I'm just like, I cannot be this dramatic and keep it to myself. I feel like a lot of people need to be entertained by this drama that is within me. So I went to theater class, and I actually flunked theater class as well as the whole economics program because, you know, now I was a very protected girl and I just left home for the first time. So for my face, I'm using 4 one size turn up the base powder foundations. I absolutely love these powder foundations. They are literally the best thing in 2021 that has launched. Comment below if you are gonna argue with me, because you're gonna come with the facts. You're gonna come with the facts. I'm using the shade Dark 2. Would go in with Deep 6 to contour. Dark 2 is my highlighter shade, and then Deep 1 is my skin tone shade. But then just to tie everything in, I'm going to use Deep 4, which is a lot darker than my natural skin tone, but it actually ties everything together and just merges it to have this melanated, caramelized, gorgeous, melted, buttery finish. When I went to U of T and I studied economics and I didn't do well, my parents were like, you know what, we love you so much, and if you believe that economics you can, because my parents are basically kind of, I believe, like they will support you as long as you come with the facts and and you come ready to defend yourself and what you want. You can't go to my parents and be like, oh, I want to be this, and they say, okay, try it. And no, they are gonna push back because they want the best for you. I got admitted into Grwm for I applied for graphic design because that was like one of the only artsy courses around. I didn't want to apply for theater because I didn't want to put all my life into theater. I just wanted to apply for a creative course so that at least graphic design was something that was already popping. A lot of people were having websites, and I figured that graphic design would help me in the future. I was an artist. I can actually draw. If you put me down, if I have time on my hands, I can actually take a canvas and draw a picture of you. That's what, I don't know if I can do it anymore, but I could in high school, and I was really good at it. I took art class all through high school. So after that, I applied to Grwm for graphic design, and they accepted me into the program. But then they said, oh, that after like a week or 2 weeks after I'd already told my parents, I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, like, mommy, daddy, I got into the graphic design course in University of Grwm for Grwm University, and you know, yay, I'm doing something artsy. And they were very happy for me. They were like, oh my god, that's what you want, we're happy for you, blah blah blah, which was pretty cool. 2 weeks after they wrote to me and said sorry, they have to decline the acceptance offer that they gave me because they went to see my U of T results and they saw that I did not do well in U of T. It was very sad. I remember being so heartbroken and being so like, I was perplexed. I was mentally and physically confused. I think I used to walk around like, you know, when you're walking around but you're not in tune with reality, but you're just staggering about because, like, yeah, that was how it was for me. I was like, how am I going to tell my parents this? These are people that believed in me to do this creative thing that they not even 100% support in the first place. And here I am. It was so bad. I was so scared. I was so sad. I felt defeated and I cried to the Lord. Why me? Why, Lord? Why, Lord? You know, after they rejected me during that week, I got a, what did I even get, oh Lord, please remind me. I was awake around 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, and then I was just flipping. So Ryerson had come that day to talk to us, and they didn't really talk about their new program, Creative Industries. So at night I was just flipping through their brochure that they came with. I couldn't sleep. I was just flipping through, and then I just saw Creative Industries for those who want a business in creativity, which has always been me. I've always been entrepreneurial oriented. Look at my job. This is my job, filming and working for myself, because my dad always used to work for people growing up, and then he used to come home when I was younger and say things like, you know, grow up and work for yourself because you won't have to listen to anybody and you'll be able to shape your future. So ever since I was a little girl, that voice of my father has been ringing in my head. So going into this job, yes, I know there was a lot of pushback from my parents, but that voice, like, I was just like, no, I cannot tie my life to someone who's chopping money from my hard work and paying me chicken change. I just could not understand, and I put all my trust in the Lord, especially in this job. But if you want me to tell you the story of how my life was literally with this influencership journey, let me know, comment below. I'll honestly garner the strength to tell you, because there's a lot behind it and it's such an emotional topic. I feel like I will be crying when I'm telling you. But if you're ready, just bring tissue for me, y'all. So I applied that night, from what I remember, and I just trusted the Lord. I remember going to bed with the brochure, sleeping and hugging it like, oh Lord, please let this work. I put all my trust in you. I do not trust in myself at all. I put all my trust in you. I put all my trust in you. That's how I got in. And the cutoff mark for people that got into the creative industries in Ryerson University was 80. My own grade was 75. So I know it's the Lord that put me there. Also, I was also they wanted to, quota black people, blah blah. So the Lord it was just the grace of the Lord. I can never ever take glory for creative industries, because I just knew that the Lord loved me from that moment, creating that course for me. And it's so funny because creative industry started that year that I needed to reapply to university. So everything just worked together for good to those that trust the Lord. The first day I went for the orientation. The first day I went for the orientation, I met one of the most beautiful souls on earth, Giselle. I love her. She sat right beside me because obviously, like, I was like, where's the next black person? And she was like, where's the next black person? And then we sat together, and then she introduced me to Christians on campus. So I used to go to the meetings where Christians will come together and talk about the Lord, and that really drew me closer to the Lord because I didn't have a tight relationship with the Lord. I'm not even going to lie to you people. I knew the Lord existed and loves us and does miraculous things because of my mommy's life, and also because my mom used to force us to go to church all the time. She used to literally drag us to church. All my life it's been church. That's all I knew. So when Giselle sat beside me, isn't that a confirmation that the Lord is with me, the Lord is for me? And throughout my university in Ryerson, I was always, on Tuesdays, I was always there. Maybe not all the time. Sometimes I would sleep, maybe when I'm going to like those times when you like, Lord, are you near? Or something like, yeah. So those times, maybe I won't go to church, but it was so good. It was so good. Like, I really enjoyed Ryerson. But a lot of you, if you've been following me on Instagram since I was in university, you know that I used to take dance classes, I used to take theater classes, I used to take music classes. I will record the classes on my stories and post it. It was really fun. My sister would even come and join self because it was so fun. I took bachata, I took salsa, I took break dancing. I took a lot of classes that were so interesting. Like, my university life was super interesting. Like, I even had a friend recently tell me that she wishes that she had my university experience. Whereas when I was taking creative industries, everyone was mocking me and saying, what kind of degree is that? What can you use that for in this life? Not knowing that the Lord already knew what my future was going to be. The Lord already knew my heart desire was to work in acting, to be in front of the camera and be behind the camera, which is literally my job right now. Like, my life has been ordained, like, by the Lord. Like, that's what I truly believe. Like, and even with this YouTube thing, I needed to have the experience of the influencer struggle so that I can tell you how amazing the Lord has been to me, opening doors that I only dreamt about. When I prayed, I didn't even know the doors that were going to be open were going to be. And I know this is just the beginning of the Lord just shining and showing me that He loves me. On the journey, I was a joke. My studies was a joke. However, I was just like, why are people laughing? I was taking finance classes, I was taking business classes, I was taking marketing classes, I even took HR classes. Are you joking? It was not easy. Try taking finance class and market. Okay, marketing was pretty easy because it was like high school marketing, especially in Nigeria. Because one thing I noticed that abroad here, some of the classes are behind. In Nigeria, we already did supply and demand. They're still teaching them supply and demand here in first year. It was pretty cool. I loved creative industries, but as you can see how my path from ever since I was small, making a vow that I was going to work in, that I was going to do something theatrical and artsy, here I am. The Lord hears prayer. So I also believe that the prayer of the pure, like children, are answered really fast. Comment below if you believe too. So it's time for you to start. If you have children, start teaching them from now age that, hello, start saying this: I'm a billionaire in the kingdom of the Lord. I'm a billionaire in the kingdom of the Lord. The kingdom of the Lord is righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. In the Holy Spirit. So let me tell you, having righteousness, I believe, is doing the right thing and just trusting the Lord. Trusting the Lord is righteousness because you're doing the right thing, because the right thing is trusting the Lord, because you're not trusting yourself or any man. Peace is having peace of mind. Imagine if you don't have to worry about where the next school fees is coming from or where your next meal is coming from. That is peace of mind. And joy in the Holy Spirit, just praising the Lord because it's just glorifying the Lord in your life. Like, and the joy of the Lord is your strength. So one thing is, start telling your children, oh Lord, please bless my mommy with $50 billion, oh Lord. Okay, but don't be materialistic. Just ask the Lord, ask your child to pray for you to bless you with the fruit of the Spirit, because that's also another good gift. I'm using the shade Deep 1, which is my skin tone shade, to contour my nose, but I use Deep 6 to contour all the other parts of my face. After I studied theater in school, a lot of people used to ask me when I was about to graduate, like, aren't you going to get an acting job? And left to me, I feel like the acting job will fall on my lap. I'm telling you, a lot of people's stories, like, what's his name? What's the name of that man that does all those Captains of the Caribbean, or is it Pirates of the Caribbean? Whatever his name is, you know that he did not want to be an actor. He just he was just in LA and was broke and hungry. And then he just took, I think one of his friends had gotten a casting call and couldn't make it. So it was like, please just fill in for me or something like that. And it was so amazing. And they loved him so much. And now he's a freaking, like, he's so rich. I'm just like, wow, that's people's stories. And I know that my Lord knows me. He knows that I don't like stress. So so he will bring my acting job to me. And I also see that in Nokel's TV. So in the future, when I'm saying you people see how the Lord works, everything just works together for me to do that. So when I'm doing my major films in Nokel's TV and I'm working with Damsi Idris, don't be jealous. Because I actually had a dream recently that what did I do in the dream? I had a dream recently that I was Damsi Idris's love interest in a movie on Nokel's TV. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, so this is my face with only I didn't use any powder or anything. I didn't use any foundation, just concealer. So I'm going to go in with Deep 4 and I'm just going to use that to kind of tone down everything because it's looking really light, focusing that around this area here. See how that's toned down compared to this one? Yeah, don't worry, I know that the contour and the highlight around this area is looking too much. I think it's looking too much. A lot of you might not think that, but I think it's looking too much. It will tone down once I add setting spray. So I'm just gonna add that under my eyes to kind of bring everything together. This is my face right after I used only the powder foundation. Don't you guys see how gorgeous and quick that was? Quick. Ain't nobody got time for nonsense. We wasting our time no more, no more, no more, no more. So I'm using the Deep 1, which is the shade I used under my eyes. I'm just gonna move closer to my nose to kind of tie everything in because we want the most natural looking finish. We don't want no harsh goat nose. Okay, good. I'm gonna blend that out soon. I'm going to use Makeup by Mario Master Matte Brightening Eye Pencil in Light 1. I'm going to use this to open my eyes. Focus this at the end. I need to add a lot more under my eyes because under my eyes is kind of cracking right now. So I remember people telling me, why don't you go and apply for acting classes, or like, why don't you go and apply for commercials and all of that? I really didn't want to do that. Like, I didn't even have the mind to do it. I just trusted that what is meant for me will find me. Which is why here I am today, telling you to please support Nokel's TV and show them love, because I believe that Nokel's TV will be a part of realizing my acting dreams and also propel me to different heights in my acting career that I always wanted. So I don't know if I want to do anything to my eyes because I kind of like how it looks right now. So I'm gonna leave that before I go and add something, and that's in one. I actually feel like adding like at the end of my eye right here, but no, maybe, no, maybe. I have this Ofra Cosmetics Everyday Nudes Volume 2 Mini Lip Set. Can you guys see? Whoa, it's following my face. That's 4 really cute colors, but this is what it looks like. It's so cute and so tiny. See that? I'm gravitating towards, you know, I'm going to use this shade. I really didn't want to, but I'm just going to use it just cause. It's there, and I want something a little bit highlighted on my lip. So it's this long-lasting liquid lipstick. Can you see how tiny that is? Like, let me see compared to my pinky, because it's the same size as my pinky. That's how small it is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my favorite lip liner, like from ever since they launched it. It's the One Size Point Made Busty Brown Lip Liner. And I'm just going to apply that around my lip. I still think I'm going to have to put something under my eye, although I'm gonna leave it like this. But let's see how it goes. I'm going in with that Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipstick. It actually has a subtle smell. It smells like baby cream. Wow. But it's so pigmented. Like, what? Wow. I almost underestimated this thing. It's so good, and it blends really well. It's not patchy in any way or any form. Wow. Look at me, I look so cute. Oh my gosh, my lips, they look so good. I'm just gonna re-highlight the, I said re-highlight, reline my lips because it's looking a bit wonky. Okay, so I stopped looking casket ready. I'm gonna use the shade Deep 4 to kind of wipe away the excess things that I have on my face right now. That's my story, Sha, about why I'm really begging you to please support Knuckles TV. However, it's just starting out. I think he has a little over 100 movies there, Nigerian movies. My own is that he wants to really support Nigerian youths. So if you're a Nigerian youth and you're an upcoming actress or actor, make sure you reach out to Knuckles TV, you know, in case, like, because he talks to a lot of producers. So if you want to get on that wave, you should reach out to him. And you know, if you also are a producer or a director, reach out to him so that he can sponsor a movie of yours, you know. So y'all get on that, share with your friends and family in Nigeria that are just trying to live a better life. If you look at my face right now and you're not feeling the One Size powder foundation thing, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. So I'm gonna finish up with the Sephora Outrageous Plump Effect the lip gloss. I really like this. It's called XXL Nude 02. It's so beautiful and it actually plumps the lips. So okay doke, so I'm going to spray my face with my two favorite setting sprays right now. Ilia Blue Light Filter and Milk Makeup Grip Set Plus Refresh Spray. I usually start with the Ilia. And then, I go over it with the Milk Makeup. I would be applying a highlighter, and there's this new highlighter that Benefit Cosmetics sent to me. It is the Hula Glow. I don't know if this is a new product or an old product, but I'm actually looking forward to trying this. It has a smell too, but I can't pinpoint the smell. Please don't spoil my makeup. Please don't spoil my makeup. Oh my gosh. It's so melanin friendly, you guys. Look at that. It looks so natural. Yes, I think I found my new favorite highlighter. Although it has like a mini white cast. because I wish that white cast wasn't there, but I think it will really work well when I blend. Okay, now that I'm blending it out a little bit more, it actually looks good. What do you guys think of this highlighter? Comment below. So I'm gonna highlight my nose right here, and yeah, it's so good. I'm using my favorite bronzer, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. And I'll be using that to bronze my face. So I love using bronzer because it actually melts everything in for me, especially the highlights and the contour. It's like the middle ground, the diffuser, the warmer, the heater, the warmer. So darling gorgeousness staring and looking at me right now, thank you so much for watching this video. I absolutely love this makeup look, which is why I'm just looking down so you can enjoy this eyeshadow very well. I knew that the skin was gonna look this yummy because like one size turn up the base foundation has been giving me, it has been giving what it's supposed to give since I started using it. So I really love using this product. I really love using this product for quick glams and quick everyday looks. As you can see how my look turned out, I'm gonna have this look all night long. I'm gonna be enjoying myself and the compliments that will come to me because of this look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you so much Nokel's TV for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to subscribe to watch your favorite Nigerian movies right now only on nokelsTV.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this love with your friends, families, enemies, and everybody in this world. Adios amigos, catch you another time. Peace.